Well, hello, babies. This is a general message, so take what resonates and leave the rest. It is timeless, so whenever you find it, it's the right time. I will reiterate, if it is not your message, don't make it fit, okay? The song I got on shuffle is The Night We Met by Lord Huron, however you pronounce it. I want to say, like, immediately the energy that I'm feeling is very, like, tired and, like, almost this burnout feeling. So I'm getting somebody who's just tired and burnout and, like, defeated. So, that's the energy we're beginning with. So we'll see what happens. I am not the only traveler who has not repaid his debt. I've been searching for a trail to follow again. Take me back to the night we met. And then I can tell myself what the hell I'm supposed to do. And then I can tell myself not to ride along with you. Oh my God, I'm like getting all like choked up. Like, it feels like when you have like a lump in your throat when you're like trying to hold back from crying. And then I can tell myself not to ride along with you. I had all, and then most of you, some, and now none of you. Take me back to the night we met. I don't know what I'm supposed to do, haunted by the ghost of you. Oh, take me back to the night we met. When the night was full of terror, and your eyes were filled with tears, when you had not yet touched me. Oh, take me back to the night we met. I had all, and then most of you, some, and now none of you. Take me back to the night we met. Haunted by the ghost of you, take me back to the night we met. Oh, yeah, it's some heavy ass energy. I'm for sure getting where it says, I'm not the only traveler who has not repaid his debt. Someone's really feeling like the effects of karma from their behavior towards you. It could be a friend, family member, lover. I mean, I'm definitely feeling like lover from the song, but it could be anyone, so take it how it resonates. And I'm feeling like my jaw is really heavy and it like doesn't, like, words don't want to come out, like they're just really heavy feeling. So this person is like, has a lump in their throat and they don't know what to say, and I feel like just heavy heart, like heavy chest, like there's just weights on my shoulders. I've been searching for a trail to follow again. Take me back to the night we met. And then I can tell myself what the hell I'm supposed to do. From that, I'm getting that, just with the cards that came out, because I have the Two of Coins in reverse. I'm getting that someone was so overwhelmed by like interacting with you that they didn't know what to do. Like your energy was so much, like, I'm kind of getting that someone isn't used to like genuine people and people that are like warm and accepting and loving. So they assumed that it was you were being fake, and they didn't really know how to read it. So they were overwhelmed by the energy and they didn't know what to do. So they acted in a way of like what they had always done, which is like run. I'm getting like this is a person that you're in separation with or like not on the greatest terms. They didn't know what to do, so they were overwhelmed, and they acted out of insecurity because we got the Queen of Wands in reverse. And see, like upright, she's like, running the show, putting herself out there, fireworks. In reverse, that's insecurity, control, domineering, arrogance, and I'm getting that like someone's really like embarrassed because like I'm looking at this deck. I didn't plan on using it, but interestingly we have the Six of Wands in reverse. So they were definitely like acting out of like arrogance to mask this insecurity. And because they didn't know what to do, they were overwhelmed. So there's the lady's only tipping with 2 coins, and I'm seeing that as like her being cheap. And so like they like breadcrumbed you or were really like cold, and then like gave a little bit to see how you would treat it and or take it. And it was like a manipulation thing, like, oh well, I need to see if they're okay or safe. And it sabotaged the whole thing. The whole thing fucking blew up on them. And like, what the hell am I supposed to do? And then I can tell myself not to ride along with you. So they're kind of in this like we have the Queen of Blades, the Queen of Swords here. And I'm kind of seeing this as like a logic thing, like they're like running the numbers and like, because you know she's a scientist here, doctor or something of the sorts. And yeah, they're like, she's like collecting the data, collecting all of this information. She's also like pointing her finger like as to like tell someone to go get something or whatever. So it's almost like they're reflecting and like replaying all the stuff that they did. And so there is that. I mean, that's good because it means they're doing some reflection. I think it's a little too cold, like they're still on this logic end of it. Like, logically, I did this and they did this. Like, it's very cold. There's no like emotion to it. And oh, damn computer. Hold on a sec. So they're not fully like seeing it from an emotional point, because there's no cups in the main cards, at least. So they're running the numbers, they're reflecting in a logical way, like collecting the data. And I'm seeing this hawk in the background in the window as their guides, like trying to like point them in the direction of like, hey, yeah, you should have done, like, we're trying to help you out here. But notice her, like, she's like too distracted on the material parts of things, like, and then like replaying things in their head, because like the swords are like your head, your thoughts, talking, stuff like that. She's more focused on that than like feeling. So this person isn't really feeling a lot right now. They're just running the numbers, kind of reflecting. And so they may not be like reflecting on like why, like what they were actually feeling, like the insecurity and stuff like that, what actually caused it. They were just kind of like, okay, this is facts. I didn't know what to do here, and they took it this way, and now things aren't great. And then we have the Page of Coins. Interestingly, I didn't pick this up first, but I'm kind of seeing this as like, that's how their parents taught them how to interact with people. Because it's like a kid and it's like an adult handing them the coins, and the kid's like, you know, doing chores or whatever for the, like walking the dogs, and the guy's like paying him. So it's just stuff that they were taught, and that's how they were taught to interact with people. So I guess they are doing some reflection, but it wasn't like, it's probably just super overwhelming right now because they're having like a lot of emotions. And since they were taught to be like this cold, analytical, logical person, they have a hard time like breaking past the ego and being vulnerable with their insecurities, which is that Six of Wands there, and the Queen of Wands. So instead they just dominate more and more with, you know, how they were taught to interact and like react to people. I am like, so this person feels like really burnt out, and like, because their head is like spinning so much. And just like overthink, like just playing every little thing over and over again, but they're not getting like really a lot out of it. And for this, the bottom of the deck, I'm kind of taking this more as like their advice, or like maybe confirmation for you on like what they need to learn, depending on where you are, like flip the roles, whatever, however this is. But we've got the King of Cups, and I'm seeing that as like, this is for some reason I'm feel called to, it's Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio, and see how there's like kids and the guy's like super messy. There's the dog jumping up on him. He's holding a plant in his hand and the cup, and there's just like a lot going on. But he's like happy, right? So I'm seeing this as like, and the King of Cups like has a super ton of emotions. Like he's a very deep feeling person. He just doesn't like show it a lot, like outwardly, but he has control over his emotions and understanding of it. So, you know, he's mastered his inner world emotionally. So he has a big heart and all of these things, but I'm seeing the overwhelm thing. And especially with there's a picture of like a turbulent sea in the background. So there's a lot going on underneath, but it needs to be dealt with, because what we have underneath that is the Eight of Cups. And see how this person's like turning away and like mid washing the dishes and cleaning up the mess. This person isn't doing the inner work. Like they're wanting to walk away and not finish the dishes, you know, and not finish the mess they made. But that's the internal stuff. Oh, I'm also seeing like that they need to walk away and leave behind the things that make them depressed. Because I'm really getting like super serious like depression, like whoa, I'm getting like the heavy chest and like just that drained feeling. And it is like overwhelming, because both these cards were extremely overwhelming and cluttered feeling. So they need to walk away from the messes that are just like draining to them. But they also need to do the inner work of like healing the childhood stuff, like what their parents tried to give them or taught them, because clearly it's not working, and now they're in this like depressed state of and I could tell myself what the hell I'm supposed to do. So it's good, like there's reflection, but the work needs to be done in order to rectify this. And a big part of it is what makes them overwhelmed and depressed. I feel like a lot of this energy of like betrayal and withholding, like feelings and stuff like that, was because of like what they're depressed about. And that's not truly expressing themselves and what they have underneath. So it's like, yeah, it's super draining and tiring if you're constantly holding back, right? Or you like have this mask on, or you're just surrounded by clutter and you can't really think straight. Or you're just living in your head so much and like analyzing things instead of feeling them. And like that felt better. That like lightened up the weight that I'm feeling. So like feeling the things, letting it flow through your body like a lightning bolt. Like I always do like the lightning rod thing, like when I'm really feeling just like a lot of emotion. I just imagine myself, like I ground my roots coming out of my feet, and then I imagine that I am a lightning rod. So like I have like a little antenna thing coming out of my head, and like the lightning is the emotion that runs through me, and I just feel it as like intensely as possible in that quick moment, and I imagine it going into my feet and through into the earth. But I truly feel like that really heavy, not so great shit, but I only allow myself a little bit of time to do it. So I like feel it as intensely as possible, and then I flush it out. So it's not just like lingering in my body. And I'm thinking here, this person doesn't, with the Judgment in reverse, they have this fear of like being seen as different, because notice how these people are like partying and doing kind of low vibe shit, and this lady's leaving and choosing to like follow the angels, follow the lighter path, follow like there's like a rabbit and there's green, while these people are I'm just like imagining like threesomes and like drinking and doing coke and shit like that, and like partying hard. And this lady, yeah, she has like a snake it's like a snail shell with a snake coming out of it. So like, I don't know what the fuck that means, but snakes are like regeneration and like shedding the skin and changing. So this person's like afraid of judgment, and being ridiculed, of like being different, and getting out of this, because the lady's like got like mascara, and that's drinking, she's got mascara running down her face. So they're like living messy, like chaotic, and not properly dealing with their emotions. So, they're just drowning it with alcohol and other substances and sex addicts and whatnot, sex addictions, all that. And so there's like, this person had that fear of being judged on being different and expressing themselves, their inner world, and what's causing them. So interestingly, we've got the King of Blades underneath that, so they just slap logic over it instead of dealing with it. But yeah, they're very intelligent. These people, this person, however you want to resonate with it, like they're a very intelligent person, and they're very smart. And it's interesting that we have both the King and Queen of Swords here. So I'm definitely getting it's like a couple. I mean, take it how it resonates. It could be your mom, dad, brother, sister, whatever, friend, coworker, however you want to take it. But I'm definitely seeing this as like a couple. And oh, so she's like, I kind of think like maybe this person thought you would be a bitch if they like express themselves, because she's like pointing all like intensely like at the king who's like talking, and he's like I see them like him trying to express his emotions, be like, yeah, I'm feeling this right now, and she's like, what did you say, bitch? You fucking pussy, like say it again. And just like they probably thought that like you would be like not welcoming, because that's what they were taught as a child, that like if you express something deep and truthful, however it could be taken, because they were surrounded by emotionally immature parents, family members, that type of thing, growing up. So they expected certain lash out, people taking it personal, that type of stuff, instead of like sitting with neutrality and curiosity when listening to someone express themselves. So they expected you to be like, oh, well, shut the fuck up, like your needs don't matter, your feelings don't matter. And like and so they're just like hung up on that, and that's why they were living in this. But this person wants to come forward, because we've got the Hermit in reverse, and that's like coming out of hermit mode. So maybe they have been doing the work. They've been, reading books and staying in, and stop this partying and threesomes and doing coke and fucking crying and being messy when you're drunk. And they're finally choosing to they're in hermit mode. They're searching for inner wisdom. They're doing research on spirituality, stuff like that. And I could almost see like this person did love staying up all night and like partying. And then like now that this happened, like the heartbreak and like the separation and major regret has pushed them to staying up late. But instead they're like, learning uh, like inner work stuff, or like researching spirituality or intuition, and they're just working on their inner world and their inner peace. And now they're going to be coming forward with like their newfound knowledge. Take it how it resonates. This is just like a a possible timeline, but I'm definitely seeing that you might hear from this person or just see them like on social media or something, just in a different light, differently. And I'm not for certain. Oh shit, okay. They will, we've got the Ace of Wands in reverse. So there is like, I'm taking that as like not an intense, like fast movement, but it's more of like I might put a toe out there, put my foot out there, and see if I can, you know, reach out. Because we've got the Two of Cups here, and that's like, they want connection, they want to connect and you know, have this love again and this connection, but it's going to be a slow, like, test the waters kind of thing, because they don't want you, because when I see this card up right side up, it's like, do I need to paint you a fucking picture? Like, they don't want you to react in this way of like harshness or anything like that, so they're gonna really test the waters and like, just like it might be like an observation, like, how is this person feeling? Like, try to read your face, or like send a meme through a text or something like that to like see how you're feeling, what your reaction is, and then they're gonna come forth with this like love offer, or, you know, apology, or hey, how can I fix this, because I was a fucking idiot, man. I am haunted by the ghost of you. Like, I can't stop thinking about what I did, and oh, take me back. Take me back. Please don't be mad at me. I was stupid and I did some research and I want to share that with you. And can we talk about it? Can we talk about emotional maturity? Can we talk about healing your inner child wounds? Can we talk about that stuff? Because I learned some things. Let's make a connection again. Let's change the narrative. Yeah, but there's some fear here, because we've got the moon at the bottom. So because they don't know how you're going to react, because the moon is like unknown and intuition. So they're having to go off their intuition to reach out. And that's a big leap of faith for, you know, a Queen of Swords, King of Swords person, because they're all logic. They're not going off of feeling, they're going off the data. And the data is showing that you might fucking hate them because of how like emotionally immature and silly they were being. And so they're just straight up going like into the unknown, into the darkness with anxieties and stuff like that. So they're going to be in a different light. You're going to see a different person, but for the love of fuck, I am not telling you to take back your toxic ex. Do not even fucking go there with me in the fucking comments. I would never condone you taking back your fucking toxic ex, all right? Just put that out there. Do not fucking go there. I would never ever tell you to do that. But I will say you're going to see a changed person, and at least get a explanation of, I almost said explanation of benefits. What the fuck? Like an explanation of like what happened. And I think this person is still like trying to figure out what it is, but they want to have a conversation of like, hey, I'm really fucking like trying to work on myself here. And like, I know that you know this stuff. Because I assume who I'm speaking to. I mean, I don't know what side these people are on. So switch the roles if you must. But you're seen as a person that is like, you've done the work, and they can see now like how mature you handled things, and how like open you were and compassionate and loving you were and accepting. And they feel like a fucking jackass because they didn't match the energy, and they operated from old stuff, old childhood wounding, ancestral patterns, that type of stuff. But they're coming out of this partying phase. Like, I'm seeing it like being stuck in like your fucking frat days, like your fraternity partying days. Like, they were stuck in that mentality of like being a bro and being a fuck boy or being a fuck gal. I don't know, whatever you want to call it, but just being someone that's like emotionally immature and looking for like operating from manipulation than actually coming out and being vulnerable and saying, hey, like, are you mad at me? Or what's going on? What are we? Instead, they just like got overwhelmed and ghosted, or however it ended. But they are very remorseful, and because they says, and your eyes were filled with tears. Yeah, they know they really fucked up and like hurt your feelings, and they feel awful for it, especially since they've done like a lot of emotional maturity, educating themselves and like spirituality and like looking within. I I don't know how much, we'll say that, okay? They've dabbled in it at least. But because they have done that and they've done some sort of educating themselves and like shifting like who they are and what their habits are, they're definitely seeing that they hurt you and they feel fucking terrible for it. So to a point that it's draining them. It's exhausting to hold that in anymore. So take what you will from this. I'll pull a romance card, but at least this is more of just a FYI. I'm not telling you to take your fucking ex back, okay? Oh, okay. It says give your relationship a chance. Work on your partnership. Oh, I see that as like this person thinks you're a fucking angel and they want to like be like with you again. Like they want to be in your angelic presence. That is so cute. It's kind of hot. I'd fuck that angel. I'm just saying. Oh, healing family issues. Damn, you cannot make that shit up. Y'all saw me fucking shuffle this shit. I love tarot for that. Healing family issues. Your love life benefits as you forgive your parents. So they're doing the familial pattern healing and reflecting on that, and because they want to have like good connections from now on. They don't want to live in this like yuck, like frat boy days and this immaturity. They want to grow. Trust. The situation is calling for you to have faith. Holy shit. Okay, so with the moon, they're going on their intuition instead of, this logic and stuff like that. And that might be a message for you as well. Like whoever's on this, whichever end you're on, is to have faith in this, that yes, this person is actually doing the work and it might be worth a try. Not your fucking toxic ex, okay? And then we have love yourself first. Your self-respect makes you more romantically attractive. And I think that's what they respect about you, is you weren't putting up with that shit. And they respect that you have self-love and you've done the work and you're emotionally mature. And that's why they're so attracted to you and they like appreciate you and admire you because of that. Yeah, and underneath that was attraction. You attract romantic love by enjoying this moment fully. And they see that you are spiritual and you're good at being present. And that might be something they really miss about you, is that like you were a very present person with them and you gave them your entire attention when you spoke to them or when they spoke to you, and they really didn't get that often. So that was overwhelming for them because they were like, oh, they must have been like just like listening to like get dirt on me or something like that. Like their head went there. Their thoughts took over instead of just being present with them, with you as well, matching that presence and just embracing that like good feeling that they got from you, your angelic feeling. That's all I got, babies. You know, for fuck's sakes, it was not your abusive, narcissistic ex, so don't take him back. Y'all are gonna get so fucking tired of hearing me say that, but I'm just saying, I do not condone that, all right? That was just a little FYI message. All right, love you, babes. Have a good one.